Dan Kaiser here for winnersandwhiners.com and the Winners and Whiners YouTube channel. I'm joined tonight by Tom McCrana here. Good old Right Cape. We're here to break down a couple of college football games for you for Saturday. Uh, yeah, before we get into these, could you please subscribe, ring that bell for notifications? That way you'll get notified anytime a handicapper here at winnersandwhiners.com posts a free play video or any other shows that we got going on the channel. So we'll get right into this. I know we got a couple of good games here. I know I like your game here, right, Kate? We got BYU and Cincinnati. BYU's minus 2.5, 54.5. What are your thoughts on this game, Roy?
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't the greatest slate this week, but that's usually how it is around Thanksgiving. Until we hit rivalry week, we really probably want to have very good games. But this one, in fact, is a good one. As you said, BYU Cougars at the Cincinnati Bearcats. This is going to be on Saturday, November 22nd at 8 o'clock in Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Big noon kickoff. Pre-game show will be on campus. You can watch this on Fox. So that's to go on. We should have nice football weather here. Series history. BYU leads 3-0. Actually, none of these games between BYU and Cincinnati have been close at all. Look at both teams. BYU, they're 9-1. They are 6-1 in the Big 12. Cincinnati is 7-3. They're 5-2 in the Big 12. BYU is ranked 11th. Cincinnati unranked, but they do receive votes. Last game, BYU beat TCU 44-13. We actually did a video on this game last week, and that was the winner. Cincinnati, on the other hand, they took a bad loss to Arizona 30-24. Points per game, they're both really close. BYU 34.1, Cincinnati 34.4. But points allowed, we look, and BYU is much better defensively. Excuse me. So they rank 12th in the FBS in points allowed, whereas Cincinnati is 51st. BYU is also much better with time of possession. They're 15th in the nation. BYU is 6-0 at home, 3-1 on the road. Cincinnati has that one home loss to Arizona, but that looks like an ugly loss right now. What we're looking at here, BYU, QB Bear Bachmeier, he's coming off a great performance at TCU. He's accurate, he's mobile, and he protects the ball. They also have a workhorse running back in LJ Martin. Defense, they're elite, top 15 nationally in yards allowed. They force mistakes. They dominate time of possession. Cincinnati, on the other hand, Brendan Sorsby, he's a dual threat QB, but he did throw 2 interceptions in his 2 losses. He hasn't really looked great in his last 2 games. They actually lost both of those games. For running back, Tyree Walker, he's explosive. This is also senior night, so I think these Cincinnati guys are going to be a little bit motivated. And then you have Dante Corleone, disruptive force on the D-line. He's also one of 22 seniors to be honored pregame here. BYU, they control its destiny for the Big 12 championship game. They win out, they're pretty much in. They'll have another revenge against Texas Tech. Cincinnati, I guess they have a chance a little bit. This will help them right here winning this game. But they're 5-2 in the Big 12. There's a lot of 5-2 Big 12 teams. So BYU, they have an elite defense. I know Cincinnati has an explosive offense. I think Cincinnati wants to have a shootout, but I don't know if they're going to be able to keep up. I don't know if they'll have enough possessions to go into a shootout with BYU. I understand Nippert Stadium at night. This is senior day. This is going to be a nice environment at Nippert Stadium. BYU, their only loss was on the road, so this should be a tough test here. I do like their coach, BYU, but I think their defense, their ability to control the clock, that helps them travel well. I like this BYU team again. Excuse me. The market's going back. I think this opened BYU -3.5. We're down to 2.5. But just like this week, I don't understand what all the Cincinnati money's coming in from. Like guys, as I said, they lost to Arizona last week. The week before that, they got crushed in Utah. Like it wasn't even close. I'm not going to say the Cincinnati team has given up, but I clearly think that BYU is the better team here, and we'll take this 2.5 points.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Like that. Yeah, I agree with you. This card, I was looking at this card. Yeah, for the weekend, it's not great. A lot of big spreads. It's not, So, but I probably picked the other good game this weekend that's out there. It's Oregon USC. Oregon comes in at 9.5. 59.5 is the over under. Those odds I got at DraftKings. But if you use multiple books like we do, and so you want to check multiple odds all at the same time, check out oddslogic.com. It's a great service to have. It gives you all the books with all the updated lines right there on one page for you. So you're not hunting around, clicking on tabs, trying to find what line's got the best books. It's all right there for you. So check that out, oddslogic.com. All right, my play said it's on the Oregon USC game. This is basically, an old Pac-12 rivalry here. It's a big game, not only for the Big Ten title race, but also for the CFP playoffs. This would be played in Oregon at Autzen Stadium. USC comes in at 8-2 this season. They're 2-2 on the road. They're 5-5 ATS overall, but 1-3 ATS on the road. They're coming off a huge 26-21 comeback win over Iowa. Last week I had Iowa as one of my plays, and that game kind of played out to what I thought. Iowa ran the ball and played good defense, but USC just did enough at the end. They're putting up 38.2 points a game, which ranks 11th in the country, while giving up 21.7, which ranks 37th. Oregon is 9-1 overall, 5-1 at home. Again, like USC, they're not a great ATS team. They're 5-4-1 ATS overall, 3-2-1 at home against the spread. They're coming off a huge win over Minnesota, 42-13. They got their offense back clicking after struggling for a few games there. They're putting up 39 points a game on average. The seventh in the nation. Defense are only giving up 13.7, which ranks 6th in the country. The thing is, the Ducks are getting healthy. They're getting more weapons back. Tight end Kenyon Sadiq. He leads Oregon in catches and touchdown receptions. He's back. He came back in the Minnesota game. They're hoping to get right receiver to carry and more back after he missed 2 games. He leads the team in receiving yards. The running back is freshman Jordan Davison. He has 5 touchdowns in his last 4 games, 12 on the season. That they're running the ball really well, and that's going to be a problem for this USC defense because the defense gives up a lot of yards on the ground. The Trojans have the offense to keep up with the Ducks. They have 2 standout wide receivers. Their quarterback's getting better. Oregon's been tough against the run as of late, but I'm not sure that's going to bother USC too much because they like to throw the ball. They're the Big Ten's leading passing offense. I'm looking at this game. I know Oregon struggled a little bit. They scored 22 points in 3 of the last 4 games, but they did put up 42 against Minnesota. I'm looking at the total in this one. I think both these offenses are gonna click in this game. I think you're gonna see the ball flying all through the air. As long as we don't get any of that Oregon rain up there, I think this is going to be just a high-scoring shootout. Maybe last team that has the ball wins. So I'm going to take the over here in the USC-Oregon game. So before we get done here, Ryan, there's a good special we got going on over there at Winners and Winers. Why don't you tell people about that? It's been scrolling around the screen, but why don't you just explain it to the people that learn by listening?
Yeah. So that would be the Weekend Warrior Pass. The Weekend Warrior Pass for $49. You could get any capper of your choice. You're going to get all their college football plays for Saturday, all their NFL plays for Sunday, and you will also get their Monday night football plays if they have any, which I always do. I'm sure Dan does as well. So yeah, $49 gets you football throughout the weekend.
Yeah, it's a great deal out there. So check that out. Pick up Bry's package. Pick up my package. Hey, it's get us both, and we'll give you a good weekend there of gridiron action. All right, Rice. So thanks a lot. Yeah, we'll do thing here. The Winners and Whiners YouTube channel. Me and Rye will be heading this. Be mainstays on this channel. So make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications so you will know when we drop some knowledge here on this channel. So Rye, maybe people haven't seen us. Maybe they haven't followed the Picks and Parlays channel. I'll let you close it out as you always do.
Yeah, we're on the new station. So if you want to comment, tell us what you want to see in these videos, who you want us to cover, whatnot. Tell us what you think about our bets, who you like, all that stuff. But until then, let's catch some tickets.